Alright, it looks like we are live. So, let's go ahead and let's start with today's stream, shall we? We're going to be doing, today the game that we're going to be playing is going to be Bloons Tower Defense 6. Now, this has been a game that I have been enjoying for quite a bit. It is one of those games that has been going up all the way through from my childhood. I still remember playing the original Bloons Tower Defense back when it was a browser game. And that was pretty much the only thing that people played during the computer class. Because yeah, during computer class, nobody was doing the computer work. They were all playing this game. So, this is going to be the game that we're going to be playing today. It is honestly a very, very strange game. You honestly level up really quickly. It has a lot of weird interactions that are kind of annoying if I'm being honest. It has a shop, an in-game shop. You can more or less ignore it for a majority of the things, but it does have this power aspect where it can give you random abilities that boost your power. I personally find this very annoying. I would much rather this not be in the game, if I'm being 100% honest, or if it was in the game, if it was just part of the base game, since a lot of these things are actually very, very useful. But the only way of getting them is through either paying or through unlockable stuff. It is not exactly the kind of game that I personally enjoy, but it's whatever. This game is Bloons Tower Defense. This is pretty much the original Tower Defense game. It is started out as a browser game, and it eventually evolved into what it is right now, a proper game as a whole. It is essentially a game where you have these monkeys right here, and your objective is to protect your, your town, I believe, from balloons that are attacking you. And use these monkeys in progressively complicated fashion, giving progressively more complicated weaponry in order to defend your tower. Your goal, I guess. So yeah, there's a lot of monkeys. I've pretty much gone ahead and I've unlocked every single monkey just so we'd be able to play in this one. And it's just a fun little game where you place them down and you try to defend. The game can get pretty intense, it can get pretty complicated, and you also have a lot of different aspects. There's also monkey heroes that you have. Currently, I only have the starter heroes, Benjamin, the hacker monkey, Adora, the high priestess, and the newest monkey that was added, Sora, the sword master. If anybody wants to play this game, I strongly recommend that you pick this one up. She is absolutely insane. But yeah, we'll just probably play like a regular game in one of the easy difficulties, just to kind of show off a little bit of the game, and then we might try one of the challenges if we have enough time. I think one of the things that I kind of want to try to do is I want to try to do this Bloonarius event, which is like the boss of the game, basically. I would like to try the Elite version, but I do know that Elite Bloonarius usually takes around 2 hours. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one. We might, we'll see. But for now, we're just going to start with a very simple map, probably one of the beginner maps. We might be able to do intermediate. You have to unlock the maps in progressing order, so in order to unlock the maps here, you have to finish maps in beginner. In order to unlock the maps here, you have to finish maps in intermediate, and in order to unlock maps in expert, you have to finish maps in advanced. I have done a couple of these, but yeah, this is a game that I've been playing as of recently. It recently got a discount on Steam, so it's actually really cheap right now, if anybody does want to try it out. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start in one of the lower levels, and we're going to try to explain a little bit how the game works. Essentially, as you can see here, this is the track where the balloons go through, and if they arrive at the end, you lose lives. If you lose all the lives, you of course lose the game. There's a lot of different tracks, there's a lot of different monkeys that you can use. These right here are the starter monkeys. These are usually the ones that you kind of want to go for. There's a lot of different monkeys here as well that you can try to use for different advantages. The one that I personally like the most is I personally like the ninja. I do think that the ninja's a really good tower starting on, early on. As you level up, you get like different bonuses that allow you to use different towers at the very beginning. one of the bonuses that you can get is you can get extra starting cash, which allows you to use different towers and allows you to use multiple of them. Another one that you can get is that you can get a free dart monkey as you level up. I do not have the free dart monkey unlocked. Usually what a lot of people do is they just use the dart monkey in order to try to gain as much money as possible. The one that I do manage to use is I do have Soda. And Soda is a really cheap hero that does quite a lot of power by herself. So we're probably going to be using her for a majority of this. I think I'm going to be placing her right here. She's pretty much going to be our starter monkey. She's going to be the one that's going to be doing most of the work early on. She's honestly quite powerful, so definitely a strong pickup. The game starts pretty simple. As it starts pretty simple, we're pretty much just going to be going through this. As you can see, different balloons kind of go around. It's just a simple tower defense game, and they go around this way. Soda, one of the reasons why she's so powerful is, for starters, she's very cheap. As you can see, even though I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, one of the things that I'm actually going to do, I'm going to click auto start. Even though I'm playing on the hardest difficulty map, the one that gives you the least money, you can still place her on pretty much at the very beginning, which makes her really good, because as you can see, she's destroying pretty much everything. And she's going to destroy pretty much everything for a very long time, which allows you to save up a lot of money and eventually get your monkey economy going. I do kind of want to explain a little bit of the towers. There's pretty much 3 different types of towers. They are the star towers, which are the ones that are blue color. There are the military monkeys, which are the ones that are green. There are the magic monkeys, which are the ones that are purple. And then there are the support monkeys, which are the ones that are yellow. Each tower has different upgrades that you can give them, and you unlock those upgrades by giving them experience. You get experience just from playing the game. The game is honestly quite simple, but it is pretty fun. You get to do quite a lot of different popping effects. One of the things that I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to put the sounds on. So, there we go. So we can just kind of hear that a little bit. It's a nice, neat little game that you can just go around and play around with. There are a lot of towers that you can pretty much use. Most of every single tower has a use case. I think the only one that I have never properly used is probably the mortar. Even the mortar is probably really good. I just don't like it. The military monkeys are, in all honesty, some of my favorites. I think the sniper monkey is quickly one of my favorite monkeys all around. There's quite a lot of really neat things. One of the things that I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to be farming. Farming is a very important part of this game, and it is pretty much the way that you're going to be going into the higher levels. I do kind of want to try to get to level 100, so I am going to be placing a couple farms. This is pretty much the way that we're going to be able to afford some of the crazy monkeys. Right now, we're pretty much just going to be surviving with Soda. There's not really that much that's going to be happening. Hey, it looks like people are starting to come in. Oh, Suma, yeah. I remember Suma. That's another classic one. I might play that at some point. This is the one that personally I had. Bloons. It has come a long way. At the very beginning, you just had pretty much these towers right here. You had the dart monkey, you had the cannon, you had the boomerang, the tack shooter. It was a very simple game, and it has evolved into quite the monster, if I do say so. I gotta keep attention on these farms. This pretty much, as you can see, it is giving us 120 every single round. So the more rounds that we have this, the more value we're going to get from it. And we can keep on upgrading it to give us more bonuses. So it is definitely something that I do want to try to do. Soda right here is putting in a lot of work. She's probably going to be able to carry us for quite a long time. And I actually unlocked one of her abilities. Her ability is really good. One of the things that she will do is that she will jump over to a location and she will stab 2 swords. We'll do that right now. And they will remain there for a while, pretty much popping balloons. Soda is amazing. But yeah, it looks like we are still doing pretty good. I do think that we're probably going to have to upgrade Soda relatively soon. Another thing that we have to keep in mind when it comes to this game is that the balloons come in different shapes. pretty much every single color of the balloon represents how powerful the balloon is. They go in ascending order. Red is the weakest. It only takes a single hit in order to pop a red balloon. Blue is the second strongest. It takes 2 hits to be able to pop it. Green takes 3. Yellow takes 4. Red it takes 5. And then they get upgraded to rainbow color, which drop more balloons of that same type. It can get pretty complex. There is a lot to this game. It is not as simple as it looks. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and place another farm. Sada is putting in quite a lot of work. I just want to kind of make sure that I can keep an eye out on everything. And there's also regen balloons, which are these heart-shaped balloons, as you can see. If you don't pop them instantly, they will recover some of their health they have lost. So there's quite a lot of strategies that you have to keep in mind for this game in particular. It does look like we are starting to run into issues. I don't think Sada is going to be able to take care of everything by herself anymore. So we're probably going to have to give her a little bit of support. She's doing a pretty good job, though. She's doing pretty good. I think one of the things that I'm going to do is, the way that I'm going to support her is by helping her a little bit by using a ninja. I do like ninjas quite a lot. He's probably some of my favorite towers. I'm going to put a ninja, I'm going to upgrade him to give him a little bit of extra range, and I'm going to give him the Seeking Shuriken upgrade. This upgrade is usually really good for when you're starting out, because one of the things that it does is that it allows you to throw a shuriken and it'll start automatically searching for other targets. As you can see, he threw 1 shuriken, but he popped 2 balloons. And it'll keep on doing that over and over and over again. So now that we have that set up, I don't think we're going to have struggle anymore. I think Sada and the ninjas should be able to carry us for quite a while. Sada is just very, very strong. Heroes, they're really, really powerful. You definitely want to try to get them as soon as possible. Alright, so it looks like we're doing pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up another farm. Eventually, we are going to be turning these farms into something else. We can either turn them into banks, or we can turn them into more powerful things. I personally like banks because I don't like the regular farms. Mainly because I have to keep an eye out on getting all the bananas. Otherwise, you just kind of lose them. And I'm not a particular fan of having to keep my cursor over here. I like to be able to move around or do other things, basically. These are very special type of balloons. These are the purple balloons. They can only be popped through racer abilities. Essentially, like the ninja. He throws shurikens, and Sada herself, she uses swords. You can't pop them with magic, basically. Gotta keep an eye out for these. I think, once we are at like 4 farms, I'm probably gonna have to start worrying about the higher level balloons. As the game keeps on going further, we're eventually gonna be fighting what's essentially blimps. And those can be very difficult to deal with if you're not prepared. I don't think we're going to have that much of a problem, but it would be nice to keep an eye out for them. Okay, so this one might be problematic, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure that Sada can one-shot most of everything here, so I'm not super worried. We also have her ability, if things do get a bit out of hand, which they might. We'll see. It looks like we'll be able to do it just fine. Sada is coming in clutch. We'll go ahead and we'll set up another farm. Lead balloons. These cannot be destroyed by any of our current characters. However, Sada can destroy them with her ability. That is very, very important. Were it not for that ability, we would not have been able to pass this level unscathed. Alright, so we're up to 4 farms. I think I'm going to try to get 6 in total, and then I'm probably going to start shoring up my defenses. So far, we have been carried by Sada, and good use for ability, but we are probably starting to get to the point where she will not be enough by herself. The Ninja Monkey has definitely been helping, but I don't think it's going to be enough for a permanent solution. these lead balloons that you can see here, they're going to start coming out a lot more. And if we don't get a more viable solution than using our own ability that takes a very long time to charge, we're going to be in trouble. I think right here we should have enough to recharge our ability and use it one more time before the game finishes, because these things are pretty slow. This does mean that this is pretty much going to be the last time that we're going to be able to do this. Man. Oh, that's going to be really close. We're going to be losing a couple lives here, which is alright. It's not the end of the world. Oh man, we lost quite a lot of those. I was kind of hoping that we would not need to do that. But that does mean that our defenses are pretty not up to par with what we're going to be fighting, so I think I'm just going to keep it with 5 farms for now. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to buy a Sniper Monkey. Or should I buy a plane? It's a pretty interesting decision. I think we can do quite a couple things. One of the buffs that I currently have is... I'm going to pause the game just for a little bit. One of the buffs that I currently have is that the first time that I buy a military monkey, one of these, I get a 2/3 price reduction. So if I do not get a military monkey, one of the expensive ones right now, they're going to become quite expensive in the future. So with that in mind, and with how powerful we have been so far, I think I'm actually going to be buying probably one of my favorite support monkeys in the form of the monkey helicopter. This one is usually very, very expensive. As you can see, it costs almost 1,800. We're going to be using it because we have our discount, and because we're going to be able to upgrade him relatively quickly to a point where we can use him. He's essentially going to be something that we can use to move our mouse around, and he'll be following different balloons. Yes, this is another balloon type that I've not talked about yet. There are balloons that have camo. As you can see, because they have camo, our helicopter cannot see them. And because he can't see them, he can't attack them. Which is a bit of a problem, but it's not that big of a deal right now. The ninja monkey as well as Soda, they have innate camo detection, so they can't see them. We're going to be using our helicopter just to kind of help a little bit over here. One of the things that I'm probably going to do is I'm going to actually lock him in place, and I'm going to tell him to go over here. This will make it so that he can attack not only the ones that are coming in, but also the ones that are arriving over here. So this should make it a lot easier for us. Alright, now that we have our 6 farms out of the way, and we have both our helicopter as well as Sada pretty leveled up. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to be leveling up our helicopter even more. We're going to be putting him in pursuit. Now he's going to be able to follow the balloons wherever they go. I personally like this one quite a lot because he does a lot of damage, as you can see. He is very, very quick, and he can do quite a lot of things for us. This is kind of one of the main reasons why I like him so much. The last upgrade that I'm going to give him is going to be the Racer Rotors upgrade, which I do want to get eventually, but since we're getting quite a lot, I think I'm going to use this round in particular to start getting up our farms to banks. We're doing pretty good overall. I'm not super worried. I think we have enough towers to deal even with some of the hardest ones. So I think we're going to be doing pretty good. Once I get enough for the monkey bank, we're going to be using that one for quite a while. Essentially, we want to turn all of these farms into banks, and that'll give us quite a lot of money in the long run. I still need to deal with the lead balloons. That is a problem that I have not solved so far. Did you do the new story quest for Genshin yet? I have not. I plan on doing that on Friday. That is probably when I'm going to be doing the stream for that one. I have gotten quite a lot of spoilers. Quite a lot of spoilers, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. Alright, we almost have our ability ready. Pretty good. I do plan on doing that eventually. We're gonna enjoy that one, I hope. I know for a fact that La Senora boss fight, there is one thing in particular that I want to do. I'm gonna fight her with Venti, and I'm gonna get sweet, sweet retribution. We might struggle a bit here. One of the things that I think I'm probably gonna do, I'm actually gonna get a Sniping Monkey, and I'm gonna give him Full Metal Jacket. This will make it so they can pop lead balloons. Oh no. Oh no, that's pretty bad. Oh yeah, that's really bad. Okay. I'm actually gonna reset that round. We could have lost that because I was not paying attention. I'm in for a ride? Oh man, that's good to hear. A lot of the stories in Genshin, they can be pretty entertaining. And Raiden has very quickly become one of my favorite characters, that's for sure. We're gonna put this into strong. Oh, I'm gonna play it in stream. I'm 100% gonna play it in stream. I was thinking about playing it on stream today, but I don't have as much time as I would usually want to allot. I'm probably gonna be finishing this stream somewhere around 1 hour. So I do want to have more time for me to play the story quest. So far, I've not really been able to do anything when it comes to Genshin. I've just not really had the time for it. I was able to unlock the new boss that you need in order to level up Raiden, and I've been working on doing that with all my resin. I unfortunately do not have all the resources that I wish I had to be able to do all of that. I'm gonna pop my ability early. But yeah, we're doing pretty good over here as well. Let's go ahead and put faster firing. I did manage to get Raiden. I actually got incredibly lucky. I got her to Constellation 1. And I'm really happy about that one. I think one of the things that I'm going to do in the future is I'm probably going to be gambling quite a lot. I'm going to be realistic with you. I don't have many resources left for anything, but there's also not that many characters that I want anymore. I think when it comes to OP characters that I can already use, I have quite a good arsenal of them. I'm not in desperate need for pretty much anything. So I feel fairly confident changing my priorities into trying to get powerful weapons, which is something that I think I'm going to be doing from now on. Yeah, we're starting to struggle over here. I think I might have to stop the... Oh yeah, this is pretty bad. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one. This is kind of like one of those big boss balloons that you have to fight early on. They have a lot of health, and whenever they die, pretty much, they drop more powerful balloons. So we might struggle here. We might not be able to beat this one. Oh, never mind. It looks like we worried about nothing. Sada just completely obliterated that. And we got a lot of money for that. Let's go ahead and get another bank. And I still want to shore up our defense a little bit more. One of the things that I'm probably going to be going for is I'm going to be going for a semi-automatic Sniping Monkey. Because one of the things that this guy does is, as you can see, he is popping a lot of the powerful balloons early on. And that's really good for us because while Sada can pretty much destroy everything, she does struggle with powerful balloons early on. Which is why this one is going to be really helpful. Since they have to move quite a while, pretty much the combination of these two right here will pretty much weaken most of the balloons to the point where Sada and the ninja can more or less take care of it. Let's see. I think that it was better than in Leeway. The finale really gets better. Oh, really? Alright, I might do that a little bit. We might do a couple world quests. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Our banks have been collecting quite a bit of money. As you can see, this one already has 2,000. The good thing about banks... Ooh, this might be a problem. Let's go ahead and upgrade you a little bit more. I've not been able to do that many world quests. I did manage to finish pretty much every single one from before. I've not been able to do any of the new ones. Oh man, it does look like we're starting to struggle a little bit. I think I might have to invest a bit more into our defenses. We have been able to more or less cheese because of Sada. But I can't rely on her for everything. I might... One of the things that I think I'm going to do, funnily enough, is actually rely on her for everything. I'm going to upgrade these two a little bit more. I'm going to give them a Alchemist, which is a buffing tower. Essentially what this does is that it gives different bonuses to both of these. You can also make it into an attacking tower. I personally like it more this way. We're going to try to get the Berserker Brew, and that should be enough for both Sada and the Monkey. Essentially what this does is it gives them extra range and extra attack speed, and Sada loves attack speed. Pray for the Goddess Yay. Yay is also another one that I'm really looking forward to. I don't think I'm going to be able to get her. Even though I do want to get her for the aesthetics alone. Unfortunately, I just don't have the resources, really. And I'm kind of full when it comes to Electro. I have a lot of Electro characters that I need to level up. I keep on pressing that one by accident. So as much as I want Yae, I don't think I'll be able to get her. I will probably start saving up a lot of my resources. More than likely, during the entirety of the ball banner, every single Primo Gem that I'm going to get, I'm going to try to roll for the weapon. I don't think I'm going to get it 100%. It is 100% the wrong play to do this. What I should do is that I should just save it up, but I do kind of want to try to get the Engulfing Lightning. Even if it's a chance, I'm not really that annoyed with any of the other results that I can get. I think getting Engulfing Lightning would be pretty beneficial for my team, even if it's a weapon that pretty much only Raiden's can ever use. I think Raiden shores up a lot of the weaknesses that a lot of my teams had, which was Energy Regen. Energy Regen can be surprisingly important when it comes to free-to-play teams, and that has been something that I have been struggling with quite a bit. So I'm really happy that I ended up getting Raiden. Even if she's not the most powerful character ever, she does what I need her to do, and that's more than enough. It felt a bit rushed. That is a complaint that I've been hearing quite a bit. I've not played it myself, so I can't really comment on it. I can cut them some slack if they had to rush it a little bit. Every single world quest was part of the overall story. Yeah, that is something that I've been feeling quite a bit. From Inazuma itself, there has been quite a lot of interesting characters that have made some recurring appearances. The Tatara Tales was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed having to go with Choji and seeing what he was up to every day. Oh man, it looks like our bank is doing super well. I think next round, after this round finishes, we're probably going to be taking advantage of all the money that we have been getting from our banks, and we're going to be upgrading quite a bit. I think right now we have more than enough to kind of just survive all of this. We're doing pretty good overall. I don't think we have to worry too much about most of anything. Alright. So we got 9,000 gold right here. This is really good already. I think the maximum that we can get for the bank is like 12,000. I feel like what I want to do is I want to start getting this thing right here, the IMF loan. IMF loan, you essentially get 10,000 paid immediately, but you have to pay it back over time, which is not that bad because when you have as many banks as I do, the interest that you collect is really powerful. So this is something that I do want to do. Another thing that I kind of want to try to do is I kind of want to try to get a Druid right here, because one of the Druid's abilities is that they actually give you money if you have a lot of banana farms around the Druid, and we have quite a lot of banana farms right here, and I do want to kind of want to get a bit more. So I do think that getting a Druid right here would actually be pretty good for us. I do want to see how a lot of the stories are in Genshin so far. I just haven't really had the time, which is kind of disappointing. I have not been able to even go to the new island, the second island, the one where Komi lives, and I have heard that it's beautiful. One of the things that I can already tell is going to be a problem, though. The new enemy they added, the flying bulb things, I don't even know what they're called. Those are going to be the bane of Abyss's existence. I honestly have planned to do a video called The Sins of Abyss for Genshin Impact, just kind of showing off what have been some of the most frustrating things they've added into Abyss. I think those are probably going to end up being an honorable mention. They're not in there yet, but whenever they get added, that is going to be painful. Yae is really, really good. She looks amazing. I think she probably has one of the better designs in Genshin. I personally am loving the way the Raiden looks. Yae is definitely one of the ones that are also really, really top tier. Watatsumi, it looks beautiful. I've seen the pictures of it. Alright, let me concentrate a little bit on this one. I think I'm going to go one more round. I feel like we can do one more round without having to worry about it. And I'm going to be getting the bonuses for this. Then I'm going to be buying the IMF loan, and I'm going to be getting both of these up and running. Once all of my banks are set up, I'm going to be getting the Druid. I'm going to be placing him probably right here. And then, oh, damn it. I didn't want to do that. Oh, you know, that's actually a pretty good idea. There is something we can do, and that is we can get something called Rubber to Gold. Oh, my. We actually almost lost there. I was not paying attention. Alright, so one of the things we can do is we can get this thing right here called Rubber to Gold. This will make it so that we just get more money for every single balloon that we pop. And it'll also kind of help Sada a little bit by destroying most of the balloons that are really, really powerful. We might struggle here. Oh, we lost. I was not paying attention. That's fine. That's not that big of a problem. We'll just reset this one. Everyone's typing Raiden. Alright, so here's a couple things that you have to know about Raiden. And I do plan on making a video about this one. If you're planning on getting her. Thing number one. Is she as strong as other characters? No. Just, I love the character. She has quickly become my favorite character, period. I will have to admit, she's not as strong as others. She does have quite a lot of weaknesses. She will not do Hu Tao levels of damage. She will not do Ganyu levels of damage. She is a very expensive character as well. It is very, very difficult to get a proper build for her. I have been farming pretty much for 2 months since the release of Inazuma in the new dungeon trying to get artifacts for her. I don't have a full set yet. However, what she does bring is she brings a level of unparalleled utility. The utility that she has is something that very few characters can enable. And when it comes to a game like Genshin that scales very heavily into the future, energy generation is probably one of the things that will never run out of favor. High energy cost bursts are always going to arrive, and they're always going to be beneficial. Hence, why I considered Raiden to be a really good pick for me. The Electro element, let's be real, it sucks. It doesn't have a lot of damaging bonuses. There are not many ways to take advantage of Electro. The artifact sets for Electro are flat out horrible. The best one is Thundering Fury, which not a single Electro character can utilize properly. It's better used on Pyro characters than it is on Electro ones. That is kind of one of the big issues with Electro at the moment. I do expect that to change in the future. A single good artifact set can probably turn Electro into one of the best elements in the game. Dendro's also bound to come out in the future, and we don't even know what that's going to happen. Are we going to get a multiplicative reaction for Electro? Are we going to get a very powerful buff that will solve quite a lot of the issues? I know that a lot of the things that have been mentioned could have been things like elemental damage bonuses when you trigger a Electro reaction with Dendro. There's quite a lot of things that are likely to happen in the future. Hence why I still consider Raiden to be a very valuable character. Is she the best right now or the best for your team? More than likely, there's going to be a lot of cases where that's going to be a no. As it stands right now, because a lot of her interactions are a bit messy, there's not that many teams that fit her well. The best teams that fit her in particular tend to be Anemo teams. Anemo teams that can take a lot of advantage of Swirl, and they can do a lot of damage just with raw base resistance shred alone. That's where she fits into a lot of compositions. She works really well with Kazuha, she works really well with Venti, she works really well with Sucrose. There's a lot of ways to make her good. There's a lot of ways to make her viable. There's a lot of ways to make her really, really powerful. The other one where she fits really well is also physical builds. She works incredibly well with Eula, she works incredibly well with Shinyen, surprisingly enough. But a lot of these builds are very expensive. If you don't have a lot of these characters already, Raiden might not be the pick for you. She's also an Archon, and she's bound to get a rework, or not a rework, a rerun at some point or another. There's also a possibility that she might actually get a buff in the future. I'm not sure if she will. I don't think a lot of the problems come with Raiden's kit by itself. I think Raiden's kit is actually fairly well balanced. I do have to say, I think the fact that her elemental skill, Baleful Omen, does not trigger when you're attacking shields is a mistake, and that should be something that should 100% be removed. That is the most annoying thing ever, but it's whatever. She's bound to get changes eventually. I do think she's going to be one of those characters that's going to pretty much scale infinitely into the game. I don't think the bonuses that she has are ever going to be bad. She has elemental damage bonuses, she has a decent amount of power, she can trigger Superconduct relatively quickly, even Overloaded and Electric Charge can be very beneficial for a lot of teams. The so-called Fireworks composition, which uses Electric Charge, Overloaded, and Vaporize, is actually one of the strongest compositions that you can get for a free-to-play player. It's also one of the hardest ones to enable, but it is possible. There's a lot of good things for Raiden, hence why I went so heavy into her. I do think she's a valuable character. Don't fret if you are not able to get her. There are a lot of good characters that are going to be coming up in the future. We are expecting a lot of very impactful reruns. Things like Ganyu are likely to happen sometime in the future, and even some of the new characters could end up becoming pretty good. So don't fret over it too much. Is it must pull like Zhongli? I don't think so. I don't think she's must pull. She is a character that will give a lot of bonuses, but the bonuses are not as generic as someone like Zhongli. If you're saving on your 50-50 and you're not super sure about Raiden, you can still wait for it in a bit. I do think that she's probably going to become very powerful in the future. Right now, she's not there yet. We need a bit more. I'm still going to use the hell out of her because that energy regen is insane. I think mine is already at like 23 energy for the entire team. That's insane. You're using her as a DPS anyways. That is something that I've been trying to make work. I don't think you can do it in a meta way. You can 100% do it in a fun way. She works really, really well as a DPS. Right now, she's doing more damage than my Ayaka, and my Raiden build is absolute garbage. I'm enjoying her quite a bit. If you want me to be honest, most free-to-play players will see Raiden as very strong. It's only when you start looking at whale level numbers that you will start to see a lot of her weaknesses. The good thing about Raiden, for free-to-play players in particular, is that a lot of her damage is actually centered on the kit itself. You don't have to worry too much about the external factors. The main thing that you have to worry about is getting energy recharge and crit rate. That one is pretty bad, but it's not as horrible as it is. That's where a lot of her power does come from. That burst is very, very powerful. It gives you a lot of damage bonus immediately off the bat, not only in the form of extra scaling, but also in the form of extra attack. She can do a lot with relatively cheap builds. She's like a vampire. I do think that DPS Raiden is something that could potentially work in the future. If you're trying to go that route, what I would recommend is that you do the Anemo team. Essentially try to pair her with characters like Sucrose, try to pair her with characters like Kazuha, try to pair her with even Sayu or Jean. Just characters that can trigger the Venom Year set, they can trigger Swirl multiple times, and they can just buff Raiden to a significant degree, and they can also proc her ability as often as possible. If you have Fischl, Fischl works really well with Raiden at the moment. She's probably the best. I should probably actually continue with this, shouldn't I? I'm just gonna play Sada here. I got way too greedy. That's why I lost. But yeah. Anemo teams are probably gonna be the best one for DPS Raiden. I do think the DPS Raiden is strong enough to clear Abyss. I don't think it's the most efficient, but the most efficient is not always the most fun. And I do find DPS Raiden to be quite fun. As I was mentioning, for free-to-play players, she's honestly very, very strong. A lot of the characters we have gotten have been very, very strong on the free-to-play spectrum. A lot of them are bound to be very easy to build. A lot of them are bound to be able to get to the maximum power with relative ease. I don't think it's going to be that difficult. It's just when you start maximizing with whale-level artifacts, whale-level weaponry, that's where she falls off. But for the base game as a whole, if you're not speedrunning, you can more than easily clear all of the content with Raiden. You can more than easily get a lot of the damage they're going to need for a lot of things. You don't have to worry too much about it. If you just enjoy the character and you feel that she's very strong, she is very strong. She's just not on the level of a character like Hu Tao that can trivialize the entire game. She's not on the level of a character like Ganyu that can do the same on an AoE scale. The outliers we have right now are just too heavy of an outlier that it honestly makes characters that are good, that are really powerful, had they come out at the start of the game, would have been considered some of the best in the games at the time. They're just okay. It's kind of sad. I do think that is something that we can definitely take a look into in the future in another video. Kind of like the state of power creep, not so much in the actual game, because the game has remained relatively balanced, but power creep in the form of whale versus free-to-play. There's a very big difference of what's considered good for a whale player and what's considered good for a free-to-play player. Raiden is really fun, yeah. In the test run, she works really well as well. I have to pay attention this time. I don't want to lose to just a random thing that I could have easily stopped. Alright. I do gotta farm up a little bit over here. I do want to talk about Raiden a little bit more, but that's probably gonna be for the Genshin stream. I do plan on doing that on Friday. I also plan on doing a video kind of explaining a lot of the reasons why Raiden could be seen as underwhelming, and some of the reasons why she's not that underwhelming. That's probably going to get a lot of hate, though. I don't know if I want to do that. I personally find her energy regen to be just insane. Especially when thinking about things in the future. Like, yeah, right now she's not Hu Tao levels of broken, but a battery that strong is bound to be busted at some point or another. Kinda with Xinyan, I wish I had the resources to make a busted-ass Xinyan. Alright, it does seem like we're starting to struggle a little bit. I think we can probably cheese a little bit more. This is one of my problems when I play Bloons. I always get super greedy. And I should probably stop doing that. I should try to focus on a little bit less on farming and actually focus on survival. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place 2 farms, and then I'm going to shore up my defenses a little bit. I don't think I'm going to go for the helicopter this time around. I'm probably just going to be focusing on the sniper for a bit. Alright, we should be able to pop that no problem. We'll get this farm up and running, and then we'll add a ninja to the mix. Ooh, this might get a bit messy. Alright, we're doing good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a ninja. I'm gonna place him right here. And I'm going to give him Ninja Discipline and Seeking Shuriken. And that should be more than enough to carry us for a while. The other thing that I'm going to be focusing on, instead of building more farms, what I want to do is I want to try to get this Alchemist right here. And I want to give him Rubber to Gold. We're going to put this on Strong. Larger Potions. Acid Pools, there we go. And then we're going to try to get Lead to Gold, and then we're going to try to get Rubber to Gold. This is a very powerful ability that does give you quite a significant amount of money in the long term. And even in the short term, it does give quite a bit. Doing this is essentially like getting a free tower. Because as you can see, we're now in round 27, we just got Lead to Gold. Round 28 is actually the first round where you get lead balloons. So we're actually going to be getting quite a lot of gold from those. As you can see, we're getting 50 for every single one of those that we pop. We pretty much just paid for the entirety of the Alchemist just from the next couple of rounds that we're going to be getting. So now that we have the Alchemist right here, we're going to be setting up a lot of our farms. This should be enough to where Sada and the Ninja should be fine. Let's go ahead and upgrade that a little bit more. We're going to be getting a lot of gold right here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to try to get 4 farms. And then I'm going to focus on getting lead to gold, or rubber to gold. Once we get that ability, actually, we're not that far off. I might just wait at one more round. I'm not super sure what's going to be more efficient. I think rubber to gold is going to be better in the short term. The farm is probably going to be better in the long term, though. We'll do rubber to gold right now. There we go. So now we can just focus on farming. We don't have to worry about anything. I'm gonna upgrade the Ninja slightly more, just to make sure that we don't have to worry about anything. I'm trying to pay more attention on this one, rather than getting distracted. I showed up my defense against lead balloons this time around, and I am, while not doing a better job at farming, I am doing a better job at defense. And I do think that the way that I've been farming still allows me to get a lot of gold. Now, here's the thing that we have to worry about. We have about 5 rounds remaining before... We have about 5 rounds remaining before we have to fight the big boss balloon. The way that I fought him last time was with the use of the helicopter. That's the one that did most of the damage. The one that we're going to be using now... Is it available on mobile? This game right here? I actually don't know. I believe that the mobile version has like a balloons... has a different version of it. There might be a mobile version of this game. I can see it. Hello, Nazi. Nazi. I still don't know how to say your name, I apologize. I'm not super sure if there's some mobile version of this. I would imagine there would be one. But yeah, one of the things I was saying, we need to be able to fight that balloon. And I think the way that I'm going to use it is I'm going to use this fire ace right here. And this is probably going to be the one that I'm going to be using for it. So I'm going to be using this one. I'm going to be putting him right in the middle. And because I also want to be able to... I also want to be able to fight lead balloons with this one. Or not lead balloons. I want to be able to fight Camo. I think I'm probably going to be trying to get the Camo upgrade. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go for a fighter plane, which is this one. Or should we go for sharper darts? I do have sawdust, so I don't think... Gotta pick up all this. I do have sawdust. Because I have sawdust, I don't think we're gonna need camo detection just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna go for sharper darts. That's just the better path all around. Ah, I see. IPA spelling. Non-C. Perfect. Thank you for that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for Operation Dartstorm. This should more or less guarantee that we don't have to worry about anything else. This fighter plane right here, what it does is that it just keeps on throwing out darts pretty much everywhere. As you can see, it's just gonna keep on doing this, and every single one of those darts can pop 8 balloons. They all have a significant amount of pierce, and he just goes around all of this. And whenever you fight a one of the big balloons, one of the blimps, you actually get missiles that track that one and attack it for a lot of damage. So I'm pretty sure that now that we have this setup right here, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to put an Alchemist right in the middle. And now that we have the Alchemist, we're going to give him the acidic mixture drip. This is going to make it so that you can pop lead balloons. As you can see, it is now attacking. It has now popped it and completely destroyed it. I can actually just do that and destroy it. So yeah, we don't have to worry about anything anymore. I'm going to give him a Berserker Brew, and I'm going to give him Stronger Potions. So now, we have these 3 characters right here. These are going to be the ones that are going to be doing most of our damage. We have a Let the Gold, which is going to be giving us quite a lot of money as well. And just as a last measure, I'm going to be giving our Ninja Double Shot. So now, he is more powerful. With this particular setup, we should be able, I'm going to put a big emphasis on should, to set up properly. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to get this Druid right here, because this Druid is also going to be giving us quite a lot of money. We're going to be upgrading this one in order to get Jungle's Bounty, and what Jungle's Bounty is going to do is that for every single farm that we have, this one in particular is going to be giving us a lot of money as a special ability. See, this is the thing that I was worried about. We have a lot of camo balloons that are going to be annoying, and a majority of our damage right now is the Monkey Ace. So at some point in the future, we might have to make it so that he can see camo balloons. But we'll worry about that in the future. Right now, I don't think we have to worry too much about it. Right now, we're going to be trying to get this Jungle Bounty thing right here. And this will make it so that we are now getting money for every single farm that we have right now within this range. Right now, we only have 4 farms that we can put into the range, but we can probably get a bit more. We can probably put one here, we probably put one more here, and we put one more there. So let's go ahead and let's do that really quickly. Alright, so we can put one there. Let's get more of that. So now we have 5 farms within the range, and we can put probably one more here and one more there. Once we do that, that's pretty much going to be all of our farms for the rest of the game. Placing is kind of difficult, but I think that's within range. Yeah, that looks to be within range. So we got 700. Right now, we can probably get a little bit more if we manage to squeeze out this farm. There we go. Alright, so now we have a Druid, and he has quite a lot of power. He has quite a lot of money that he's going to be giving us. Oh boy, this is starting to get chaotic. We can probably get another 2 of these, and we can just keep those within range. What I think I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start turning these into banks. So this Druid is giving us about 800 money every time this ability is up. That is a lot of money. As you can see, some of these farms haven't even made us that much during our entire time. Like this one has only made us 1,300. And this druid has already made us 1,500 just from having this setup right here. This druid is very, very strong. Definitely a good investment. I think we can probably get a bit more going. I do have to make sure that I don't get greedy though. We are starting to get close to the round where we lost. I don't think we're going to be that bad this time around. This is problematic. I think just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade this to Bloonjitsu. Just to be on the safe side. This should make it so that we don't have to worry about it. Honestly, we probably didn't even need it. I just want to be on the safe side. Since we're already making a lot of money, I feel like we might as well play safe. But yeah, quite a lot of fun things. I think sometime in the future, I already have the video kind of explaining a lot of the resistance. I gotta make sure that I keep on doing that. I already have the video explaining Damage Explained. That is another thing that I'm working on right now. That should be ready to go relatively soon, but I think I'm probably going to stop working on it for a little bit, and I'm probably going to be working on a more Raiden-centered video. One of the things that I do want to try to work on a bit in the future is I want to try to get a video explaining defense reduction. That's probably going to be the next video that's going to go up on the channel, and I'm going to use Raiden's Constellation 2 as the main explanation for that one. So next thing on the list is we're going to turn every single one of these into banks, and once this first bank that we got gets to full, we're going to turn that into an IMF loan. I'm just going to do that really quickly so I won't have to worry about it. We've pretty much entered a bit into the chill stage. I feel like our defenses are very strong this time around. We're not worried about much of anything. I do kind of still want to get a sniper. I don't think we're going to need him anymore, though. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Let's see how strong. Alright, these are very, very tricky. These are Camo Ceramics. They're very, very powerful. But it looks like Bloonjitsu paired with the Alchemist is more than enough to take them down. Perfect. We also still have Sada, if anything does manage to sneak past. So it looks like we're doing really good. Our farms are looking very strong. Yeah, we're looking pretty chill. This farm's starting to get a lot of money. We're going to be getting loans relatively quickly. I do kind of want to get another druid. The thing about the druids is even though they're really good, like this one's already 5,500, it did cost me like 7,000 to craft. So it will pay for itself and it will make me a profit, but it's going to take a while. Which is why I want to focus on the banks a bit more. The banks, they give you your money back way quicker. The druid is really good to get the banks up and running. But yeah. It's the same feeling, just like popping bubble wraps. This is a very relaxing game for some reason, even though it can get really hectic at times. Sound design is really good. Oh. Don't want to play some monkey, I wanted to use my ability, but it doesn't seem like it needed it. I actually want to put you in strong, so that you will always attack the strongest one. That is very important to tell. Whatever you have your Sada at, that's how her ability will work. So if you have her at strong, she will attack the strongest enemy currently on the field. Okay, it does look like we are starting to get a bit overwhelmed. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind. It looks like Bloonjitsu by itself is doing really good. Nothing is even getting to Sada just yet. Sora has a lot of attack over here. So I feel confident. Let's see. I think the next thing that I might actually do, I might try to get the Spirit of the Forest. Even though that's a very, very expensive, the Spirit of the Forest is incredibly expensive, but it increases the amount of money that we get from our Druid, and it also gives us a lot of popping power. Like, we just get so much attack power from the Spirit of the Forest that I feel like it might be worth it. Almost all of our things have been turned to banks. This one is collecting quite a lot of profit so far. I think that's what I might do, honestly. Since we are kind of struggling a little bit with ceramics in particular, and I do kind of want to keep on farming a little bit. Honestly, we're probably in a really good spot already. I don't even think we need to farm that much anymore. I definitely did a bit too much, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Is Fluffy still alive? I'm getting the monkeys as high up as possible. Alright. Keep on using that. I do want to keep an eye out on how strong we are at the moment. This should be filled up really quickly. We're making a lot of money from hoverbanks. As you can see, we already have enough for the Spirit of the Forest. Alright, so for here, we're going to do that. I honestly don't feel like we need to worry about much of anything. Alright, so that's a max. Let's go ahead and let's get an IMF loan. We're gonna go ahead and deposit all of our money. Oh, you're working getting the Apex Plasma Master, yes. So Apex Plasma Master. That is a very hard tower to get. I have not been able to get even close to that. I don't use Dart Monkeys that much. So getting the amount of experience for that one, that is like one of the new towers they added. Essentially, you need to get like 500,000 experience just to be able to unlock it. I hear it's really good. Alright, what I think I'm gonna do, since we already have the IMF loan, and well, we're starting to get a lot of cash, and we're gonna continue getting a lot of cash. This is kind of how you make a lot of money in this game. You get banks, and once you get banks, you can deposit all the money that you earn, and you get 15% of everything you have every single round. So you get a 15% interest on whatever you put here, and I'm putting 9,000 on every single one of these. You can get a lot of money really, really quickly. I do have the Vengeful Temple unlocked. We might go into free play and try to get one of those. That could be pretty fun. Let's see. Once Bloons stops spawning, I'm gonna use that just to finish it. One of the things that I want to do really quickly is I want to turn off auto turn. Let's go ahead and deposit that. Gotta keep an eye out on the monkey. He's giving us a lot of money. Like, he's giving us more money than a lot of our farms already. Oh my god, I was not paying any attention. We almost lost. Let's see. Which one are we playing? This one. I have to get better at that. Okay, so what did we almost lose to? I didn't even see, because I was not paying attention. Oh, ceramics. Yeah, that's bad. Let's just do that really quickly. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to shore up our defenses. I don't think we can do that multiple times. Let's see, can Sada take care of these? Oh no, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay. So, we are definitely getting overwhelmed here. Let's go ahead, let's reset that round, and let's get something to help our monkeys. We have a lot of cash saved up, so I'm not super worried about it. In fact, let's collect that. Let's collect that. This one's full, so we have to get that one. How filled up are the other ones? What we're gonna do is we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go for we're gonna go for one of these. Druid of the Forest. So what the Druid of the Forest does is, as you can see, he starts growing these things on the ground, and these actually count as spikes. So he's going to be popping quite a lot of the things that we have right here. And in addition to this, his ability, which I probably should have used after I upgraded him, it'll be giving us way more money. I'm going to start activating some of the IFN's loans. We're going to be using the money that we got to deposit instantly. And while we're not going to be getting that much from it, what it'll do is it'll allow us to... There we go. As you can see, we're now making an additional 1,000 every single time that we activate this ability. It's only good depending on the pops that Dark Monkeys have. If their Dark Monkey have 1 million pops, you will get 100 Paragon. Oh, that is good to know. I did not know how to get the Paragon's rank up. So it's depending on pops, I see. I don't think I have the monkey knowledge to get it. I'm working on it very slowly. Oh, you only have like 4? I might have it then already. I'll have to take a look into it. Which Paragon is it the one for it? So this one's full. This one's about to be filled. So now that we have this guy over here, we should be good for a majority of everything. As you can see, since the entire field is pretty much just filled up with spikes, pretty much all the enemies that are coming around, by the time that they get to Sada, they're incredibly weak. So there's nothing that we have to worry about. And because these are permanent, they pretty much stay all the way. So let's go and collect that. Let's get another one of these. And let's start getting all of this going. For the plasma, you don't need a monkey. That's good to know. I'm trying to unlock those eventually. I'm not doing a good job, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of just trying to get the money right now to kind of upgrade a lot of things. I spent a lot on trying to get Sada. Now that I have Sada, a lot of the early maps are going to be really easy. A lot of the more difficult challenges are going to be really easy. So I'm not super worried about it. Alright, the Druid is doing a pretty good job. Another thing that I kind of want to do, that I should have honestly done earlier, I probably should try to get a Monkeyopolis set up like here. I don't even know if it's going to fit. Yeah, it's not going to fit. That's whatever. How are other banks doing? We're doing pretty good. We're kind of just abusing the fact that we can get a lot of loans, just to get as many banks as possible. We're getting a pretty decent amount of money just from everything we're doing. You can completely unlock the Apex Plasma? Oh, that'd be pretty interesting. The funny part is I probably don't have time for it. More often than not, if I do get time to play this game, I only play like one quick game, mostly while I'm doing other stuff. Mainly like editing, or just that I have free time that I have nothing else to do with, or that I'm coming up with ideas for videos. That's usually when I play this game. Just something to kind of distract me so I don't go insane with anything. We're doing really good. We're doing really good though. Let's see. Right now, I'm kind of just focusing on getting all of my banks set up, because once you have all the banks set up, it doesn't matter how much money you owe. So, keep on going with this guy, because he's kind of our only real source of income at the moment. The depth is definitely getting a bit too high, so I am going to need to get that to the point where it doesn't matter. Essentially, kind of what you want to aim is you want to aim to have as many banks as possible, and then you want to have like a really decent amount of money saved up so that you can get a lot of interest. So right now, for example, I have how many banks? I have about 7 of these banks. If I were to put 7k into every single bank, I'm going to be getting 15% of that 70k every single round. Essentially making it so that I can just buy as many things as I possibly want. You have the game running for all your classes, that's probably pretty good. The ones that I have to work on mainly is the Dart Monkey and the Boomerang. These two are the ones that I need to work on. Like, I managed to get most of the things here. Crossbow Master I should probably use more, if I'm being honest. Okay. So this one's already collected. Let's go ahead and keep on depositing. Right now, we're mostly paying off of the debt. This Druid has been putting in a lot of work. As you can see, 22,000 already. It's not as much as the banana farms, as you can see. Some of these have been quite insane when it comes to money generation. But we're doing pretty good. I think our setup has been very strong. Now that we have the Guardian of the Spirit of the Forest, most of all of the rounds that we're going to be fighting are going to be fairly easy. This guy is honestly very powerful for starting out. I did not expect him to be as powerful, but it turns out that he's really good. Okay, so I forgot to deposit that one. Alright, so now that we have all this, I can just collect all, deposit twice on every single one, and as you can see, we have a lot of money that we can just... Oh, I've been doing that wrong. Whoops! Let's do it like this. We have a lot of money to work with. You're missing Glue Gunner, Mortar, and Spike Trap. Mortar, that's another one that I should work on. Spike Traps are amazing. I'm glad that I leveled those up. So as you can see, we have pretty much won the game at this point. We are going to be collecting 90k pretty much every round. We're going to be getting 15k from all these guys, and if we really need to upgrade something, we have a lot of loans that we can take in a single hit. So if we really want to, with this particular setup that we have right now, we can probably build some of the strongest towers in the game, which is something that I might want to show off, if we have enough time. A lot of the very strong towers tend to come from the Super Monkey that's right here. This is like a monkey that just shoots really fast, but a lot of the tower effects are very powerful as well. So essentially what we're going to be doing is every single round we're just going to be collecting, and we're going to be depositing all of the money again until we are out of debt. and once we don't have any more debt, pretty much all of this is going to become profit. You could probably do it more efficiently, in all honesty. I'm probably not doing it that efficiently. In fact, let us add a little bit more into the mix, because the maximum that you can get is like 12,000. Get to around 200? We can probably get to around 200. That wouldn't be that difficult. It's just, it would take too long. I don't think I can do that during stream. The thing about this particular setup is that the Guardian of the Forest, the Spirit of the Forest right here, he is so powerful. Most of everything up until like round 80 will just die before they get to any of this. If we really wanted to min-max, we could probably sell even the Monkey Ace, but I kind of want to keep him just because he's really good against these big guys. So, let's see. Next round, we're gonna be getting pretty much like 100k. Yeah, just take a look at that. This is how much we're making in pretty much every single turn. So every single turn from now on, we're gonna be making a very, very powerful net profit. At least 15k net profit. And in fact, I think I now have enough to where I can maximize it by depositing the maximum amount every single time. Yeah, they do make more Monkey Village. That is the Monkeyopolis. I don't actually fit. It doesn't actually fit in this area, which is unfortunate. I wish I had just a little bit more space, but I do not. We're pretty much getting everything that we need, so at this point it's more like how many towers can we spam more than what do we need. Alright, we are now officially out of debt. So, pretty much everything that we get right now is going to be a complete net positive. And if we really need to buy something, we have 7 12k loans that we can take at any point in time. So if we were to ever need anything, we can just get it. We essentially have the biggest credit card in the game. As you can see, I think 8 loans actually. So we can get 100k instantly at any point in the game. So now we are in round 74. This means that we're actually really close to the end round. And I'm probably going to go a little bit into free play. We'll see how far we can go. Realistically, we can probably go all the way to round 200. I don't think we're going to do that during this stream. They are dying, right? They're not regenerating more than I'm killing. That could be problematic. Alright, yeah, we're doing good. This Druid, man. This is such a good upgrade. It has been making us a ton of money. At the same time, it has been pretty much popping pretty much everything. He has destroyed 108,000 things. I did not collect the money last round, did I? No, that's fine. We'll do another round, it's fine. This is unfortunately the only part that's micro heavy, having to deposit all of the money into the banks. But it's not that bad. Considering the amount of money that you're getting for it, it is definitely worth it. Alright, so now we kind of have to start thinking about what we're going to be getting. I think for starters, I should probably get a Sky Strider, which is the upgrade of this guy. That's going to cost 38,000. Another thing that I do want to try to get is I want to try to get a Monkey Engineer that's going to be getting us the Overclock bonus. Overclock is pretty much just like a buff that you can get from this guy's, and it is a very, very strong buff. So it is definitely something that I want. Especially for Sada. Sada can take a lot of advantage of that. Another one that I want to get is I want to get a Monkey Wizard. Monkey Wizards are very, very powerful towers. I haven't used them for now, but this Prince of Darkness is insane. It is like one of the best towers in the game. We also have the Wizard Lord Phoenix, which I personally love, even though it's not really that good. I just love it. Another one that would be really good to have would be this thing right here, the Mad. It is a very powerful tower that just destroys everything in its path. It's very expensive, but I have a feeling that we're not worried about money. Another thing that I do want to try to get, before I forget, is I want to get Monkeynomics. If we're going to be going late, Monkeynomics, what this does is it just gives you 12,000 every round. Not every round, every time that it's up, which is usually every round. You can at least use it once every round. It's a really good thing to get early on. We're not that early. I don't know if I want to pick it up. I kind of want to... I just learned how to make the Vengeful Temple of my memory. Can you help me with that one? Because I keep on failing on it. I do know that you need like 50k from every single category. Oh, damn it. Alright, so let's do... Alright, so we're at 15k that we have remaining. We still have quite a bit more. I think what I'm going to do, first of all, is I want to get Stronger Stimulant here. I want to probably get another tower. Which one should I buy? Should I go for a Super Monkey and start working on that? You know what? Sure. Let's try to make a temple. Where do I want the temple? I probably want it here. Or here. Can I fit it? I kind of want it here, if I'm being honest. One of the things that we can do is we can actually use this banana farm as part of our supports tower that we need to sacrifice. One of the things about the Super Monkey is that it has 3 different paths that you can take. You can go for the anti-balloon, which is like the Terminator ripoff. You can go for the Legend of the Night, which is the Batman ripoff. Or we can go for the True Sun God, which is the most powerful monkey in the game. If we want to go for this one, we essentially need to sacrifice a lot of towers in order to go into this one. So I think that's the one that I'm probably going to go for. I need to check one thing. Sure, I'll check it real quick. You're worried about the monkey knowledge, yes? I do have this one. If I need something else, I don't know what else I need. But yeah, I'm probably going to be trying to get the monkey, that one, I'm probably going to be placing it here. I'm gonna go get the super range, but I'm only gonna do that after we have gotten the temple. I don't think we have enough for the vengeful version just yet, but we're probably gonna be getting it in the future. Right now, I'm just gonna go for the normal one. So we're gonna go Plasma Blast, and we're gonna go Sun Avatar. So right now, he's not really gonna be doing much. Oh wow, that round finished? Well, that was quick. We do have to play our monkey economic game, unfortunately. Once we have the temple, I'm probably just going to be letting the banks do their own thing. I'm not going to worry too much about them. Right now, we're doing pretty good. I do need a anti-balloon and Legend of the Night. The Vengeful Temple is going to take a lot of work. We're just going to be going for the normal one right now. And for the normal one, essentially what we need is, first of all, we need to get the Sun Avatar. Once we get that... let's go ahead and get that. Once we get the Sun Avatar, we need to start placing towers around it, and we need to make sure that every single one of those towers is worth 50,000 worth of sacrifice. Probably gonna let that go one more round. Sweet, sweet capitalism indeed. As you can see, we have all of our banks. We're gonna let this one run one more time. And we're probably gonna be using all of the money in order to buy all the things that we need for the Sun Temple. Because we're really close to round 80, which is the end of the normal game. We're gonna try to get a Vengeful Temple. See if we can do it. So for now, let's go ahead and let's do this. We're gonna collect all of our cash. Not bad at all. And now, we're going to start setting up for the Sun Temple. First things first, we need to calculate what's in range. It doesn't matter if the sawdust in range, she won't get sacrificed no matter what happens. The current things that are in range are the Monkey Ace, as well as this one banana farm. So this banana farm is worth 12,000. I think I'm actually going to sell it. And we need to make sure that we have 50k total. From what I remember, because of the way that the sell value works, we can use that to kind of see how much, but we can just also math it out. So right now, this is 38k, this is 3,200, that's another 1,000. So we're pretty much missing like 7,000 worth of money right here. So let's go ahead and let's try to get something that's about 7,000. So we'll just get one of these, which is 1,000. That's another 2,000. I believe that's enough. I'll put out a calculator just in case, because I usually mess this one up. 865 plus 540 plus 1,890. Alright, so that's 3,000 plus the actual cost, which is 1,730. Alright, so this one cost us about 5,000. And this one was about the same amount. This one was 38 here, 38,800. Then that was 3,240. This is kind of the unfortunate part where I just don't want to fail at it, because I fail at it multiple times. That's another 1,000, so that puts us at 48k, 700, 700, plus the cost of it. It should be enough. I'm just gonna make sure, and I'm gonna place... Oh. I just want to make sure that I don't fail, so I'm gonna do that really quickly. This should be enough to sacrifice pretty much everything for that one. Now, we need to do the same for primary towers. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some of these ice monkeys, and we need to make sure that we get to 50k. This one right here is 30k, so we're going to be buying one of those. And then the upgrades are like 32k. So we're going to be getting one super brittle, and we're going to be getting two of these, and that should be enough. We might actually need to get a third one. No, it should be fine, right? Let's see, each one of these is about 7k. I'm pretty sure this is enough. But just to be safe, I'm gonna put just like one of these. This should be enough. Now, the last thing that we need is we need a magic monkey. And thankfully, if we get one of these, that is pretty much the entire cost without worrying. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set a master bomber. We're going to start the next round, and we're going to use our Monkeyonomics to get everything that we need. So now, at the end of this round, we're pretty much going to be selling most of everything that we don't need, and we're going to be getting a sun temple. So with that, that's going to be the first step in trying to get the true sun god, which is like the most powerful tower in the game. So let's go ahead and collect everything. And we're going to be selling... How much do we need? We need 108. So we're going to be selling our Druid of the Jungle, which has done its job. 42k all around. This guy made us. Definitely worth it. So we're going to be selling that. We're going to be selling that. We're going to be selling that. And we're also going to be selling... Oh god, it's not enough. We're going to have to sell one more. Gotta make sure that everything is in range. It seems like everything is in range. Now... we're gonna go for the Sun Temple. I think I got it correctly. I don't remember how to tell if you got it correctly. So you got one of those. I think it's supposed to spawn two. I don't think I got it correctly. Oh no, I think I failed at something. That's the reason why I did it at the end of the round, because we still have everything here. What did I do incorrectly? Am I missing? So we got the full military upgrade, so this one was enough, I guess. I'm pretty sure we have everything. Yeah, sure. What did I miss? Am I missing like a... How do you tell if you got the correct temple? I don't know if this is a max temple or not. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to spawn 2 of these. So I think I messed it up somehow. Am I missing money? Is that what it is? I might be missing money. We'll try upgrading the ice monkey a bit more. I feel like that's the one that's not enough. This should be enough. Yeah, I don't know how to tell if this is the correct one or not. I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to spawn 2 of these if you got the full version. But I think this is the full version. I don't remember how to tell if it's the full version or not. Well, regardless, this thing can pretty much one-shot everything, as you can see. So I'm not worried about it anymore. Since we're still gonna need a lot of our money, I'm gonna start trying to get our capitalism back up and running. Oh, it did spawn 2. Okay, so I think we did get the correct one. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Berserker Brew and put that in. And this thing by itself it'll kill everything. I don't have to worry about anything anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start pretty much just chilling here. We don't really have to worry about much of anything. Oh, you're gonna roll a test? Thank you very much. I think we got the correct one. You're gonna send me 2 screenshots? Yes, please. Go ahead. I'm pretty sure we got the correct one. Because if I remember correctly, it should spawn 2 of these monkeys, it spawns 2 of the air things, and it shoots blades whenever it attacks. Like this one. So, I think we got the correct one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start getting our banks back up. We're pretty much going to be just banking up all the way until we get higher up. So yeah, we're just going to be... It spawns them in every 30 seconds. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I think we got the correct one. So for now, we're just gonna run with this one. Even if it's not like the full temple, it's still so powerful that it doesn't really matter. Because of that, I'm gonna turn this back up to auto start. And then just in case something does manage to sneak past, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this thing right here, the Perma-Spike. One of the most powerful traps in the game. So let's go and collect that. Oh, that's a problem. We don't have camo detection. All right, we can solve that really quickly. There we go. Right now, we're pretty much just going to be playing Capitalism Simulator. And we're going to try to get our monkey farms back up and running. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be getting some of our farms up and running. I think just 5 is enough for now. One of the things I can probably do is I can probably go for Monkeyonomics, and that should probably be enough. When it comes to our banking system, I think this is enough banks. What I'm going to be working on right now is I'm going to be working on marketplaces. Mainly because I don't have to worry about them. I can just drop them down and they will make money by themselves. They will also help in paying up our loans. So we're going to be doing that. One there, one there. Can we place another one here? Doesn't look like it, so we'll place another one here. And then, because I really like my druid, I'm gonna place him again. Right here. Well, what can I say? I'm a big fan of the druid. Ever since I started doing this strategy, it has just been really helpful for me. So let's go ahead and collect that. Alright, this looks pretty good. We have a pretty decent amount of income that we're going to be getting just passively. We're going to be upgrading our druid. And we're going to be upgrading the central markets. At the end of this round, we're going to be getting more. Round 100 is not even going to be difficult. This thing is very, very powerful. Alright, you send me screenshots. Let me go ahead and take a look at those. Alright, so you put in the Bomb Blitz, Transform. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is definitely going to be helpful. I'm 100% gonna try to go for that one. Let me collect all of this. I don't actually think I have the Bomb Blitz, but we can probably just do something else for that one. Oh wow, this one actually survived slightly. I guess that is like the best tower in the game. So we're pretty much just going to be going, we're going to be trying to get the Vengeful Temple, and we're not really going to be worrying about too much else. We're just going to go until we get the Vengeful Temple, and we're just going to, once we get the Vengeful Temple, we're going to upgrade it as much as we can. We're just going to buff it as much as possible, and then we're going to see how far it can go by itself. It does look like the temple might struggle a little bit, so it might be a good idea to buy a couple other things that will help it a little bit. So I'm going to rebuy our Spirit of the Forest, just to help the temple slightly. It looks like we're struggling against these balloons right here, DDTs, I'm pretty sure they're called. They're just like incredibly fast lead demo-ups that also have camo. They're very strong, they're very difficult to deal with. Because of that, what I think I'm gonna do... I'm probably gonna build something else that'll help me with that. What can I build that'll help with this? Actually, that's gonna be fairly simple. Because we're also gonna be working about... We're gonna be trying to get the Vengeful. What I'm gonna do... We're gonna go for a Mad. Because we need to worry about the things we're gonna sacrifice. We need to sacrifice the support tower. The one that I'm gonna sacrifice is gonna be the Perma Spike. I'm gonna sacrifice a Mad for our military tower. For a magic tower, I'm going to sacrifice a Permavir. Actually, I might sacrifice this one instead. I'll give him the Balloon Master Alchemist and I'll just sell this one. And then... What else do we need? We need a standard one of these, so I'm going to sacrifice you. We're gonna go for a Mob Glue, and we're gonna go for Super Glue. Which one of these is better? Glue Splatter, I guess? Alright, so it does look like we're going to be struggling a little bit just with the temple alone. Because of that... I'm going to go slightly into depth. And I'm going to be buying a Mad. This should make it so that this becomes very, very easy. This thing pretty much one-shots most of the mobs that come around. A Mad and one of these, this is a pretty strong combo. As long as we're paying attention, and we are moving the Mad, we shouldn't have much to worry about. Another thing that I can probably build in order to make this easier on us would probably be... a Necromancer. I think a Necromancer might not be a bad idea. So let's go ahead and buy one of those. Oh, it spawns them all the way over there? Yeah, that's actually useless. Never mind. I already placed them down. I might as well keep them there. As you can see, things are starting to get pretty hectic. I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade a couple of the things that we're going to need. This thing right here should be able to kill most of the stragglers. I should probably use this one slightly better. Like, aim them properly. But I have to keep an eye out on my banks. The banks right now are what we need to work on. If Sada and the temple can't deal with the DDTs, then we're probably screwed either way. But that's actually the reason why I got this perma spike. Essentially what this is going to do is that it's just going to put a ton of spikes everywhere. I should probably actually help here. Things are going to get really hectic from now on, so we're going to need to farm up to 500k in order to get the true Sun God Temple. So we're kind of just have to set up a lot of the stuff that we're going to need. I think I actually have enough sacrifices now. We're probably just going to need one more for here, and the one that we're going to do is... I'm going to need a super brittle. So now we just have to kind of wait until we can get all of the gold, basically. I'm going to start using that to upgrade a couple of our towers. I'm going to try to get Monkeyonomics next. Another thing that we're probably going to need, just for now, we're going to need a submarine right here. And we're going to give it a plutonium reactor. Sure, we'll also give it a little bit of popping power. This essentially makes it so that our Mad Storm, the one that does pretty much all the damage, can be active really, really quickly. So let's go ahead and let's get a Monkeyonomics. It does look like we're struggling a little bit against the really fast ones, the DDTs. So that could be a problem that I have to solve. We're definitely slightly more power, so what I'm going to do is once this round finishes, I'm going to collect that, slow this down a little bit. Deposit the money that we're going to need, and I'm going to buy a very powerful tower that's going to help us destroy a lot of these things. I'm going to be buying a Monkey Ace, and I'm going to be upgrading it to a Spectre. And then we're probably going to be getting a Flying Fortress as well. In addition to this, another thing that I'm going to need is I'm going to need one of these, and I'm going to put it as an overclock. This will essentially strengthen our temple, so that'll make it easier for us to have to fight all this stuff. And eventually, I want to turn it into an Ultra Boost. since that'll also help a lot of the things that we're gonna get. But for now, since we're just trying to get money, we're gonna keep it just as overclock. We're probably going to use a lot of the money that we get just to get that Flying Fortress. As you can see, the amount of money that we have made off of these banana farms has been insane. Just this banana farm alone has already made us like 200,000. As you can see, this game gets ridiculous really, really quickly. Yep, no problem, man. We're almost to the point where we can get the Flying Fortress. The Flying Fortress has already been putting a lot of work, and it's not even at the strongest state. So, it is definitely something to keep an eye out for. We also have to balance our depth. If we don't balance our depth carefully, we might struggle a bit in the future. So let's go ahead and buy that Flying Fortress. There we go. Overclock our guy. This is kind of how free play goes around. It's usually just a lot of getting a lot of the powerful towers, farming up a lot. Frankly, if we did not have a lot of these towers, we probably would have lost already. You really need to farm a lot if you expect to go this deep into the game. So let's go ahead and overclock really quickly. That should make it easier for us. We're definitely struggling a little bit against these guys. We need more... We need either a way to stop them, which is not that simple, or we need more power. We're getting a lot of money, thankfully. So we can buy a lot of things that will make this easier. I just want to focus on the temple. Because if we get that temple's going to make things really, really easy. Alright, so we're around 62k. We probably get a perma-brew. That'll make the power of our guy permanent. So he will be permanently buffing this, permanently buffing this, permanently buffing Sada. We'll be getting a lot of the benefits that we need almost instantly. Unfortunately, the Mad is just barely out of the range, which does kind of suck, but it's whatever. I'm gonna take control of this one, because this guy's actually really hard. Overclock you. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to destroy this one. This one's, yeah, we're struggling here. It's not that easy. What I'm probably going to get is I'm going to get a Cult to Arms. That'll increase the attack power for a short duration. We're going to do one of these, and we're also going to overclock to get even more power. There we go. It looks like we're going to have to, we're going to have to take control of the Mad a bit more. Otherwise, we might be in risk of losing. one of the towers we can actually buy in order to prevent that from happening. One of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these, and we're going to go for a Superstorm Druid. The Superstorm Druid, essentially what it does is that it allows you to throw different tornadoes, and those tornadoes can throw the enemies back all the way to the very beginning. So just placing this one right here should pretty much guarantee that we're not really going to have to struggle with those. So with all this, I feel like we're getting close to the amount that we need in order to get the True Sun God. So we're pretty close. I think it's just going to be a couple of rounds before we get enough. Things have been getting pretty hectic, but we're pretty much in a safe position now. I think now that we have Superstorm, now that we have the Mad, now that we have our Flying Fortress just doing a lot of the damage, we should be pretty fine. So what I'm gonna be working on is I'm gonna be trying to get out of debt. It does look like I'm probably gonna have to keep on paying attention to this for a little bit. Another thing that we need before we try to go for the True Sun God is that we're going to need to upgrade some of the super monkeys to maximum rank. And that is definitely something that I want to do. I'm just trying to see if there's a place where I can put them. So we're going to put this one right here. And we're actually going to turn this one into a anti-bloon. Alright, so we're going to turn this one into a Tector, and then we're going to turn it into the Anti-Bloon, which is a fairly strong tower that's going to help a little bit. It's not going to help that much. It's very strong, but it's not as strong as the Temple right here. We are struggling slightly. I don't think we're gonna lose anytime soon, especially if I actually pay attention with the Mad right here. But there's definitely a lot of chances that we have to properly lose. If I'm not paying attention properly, we could definitely lose at any point in time. This may very well be one of those times. I need to overclock right here. And I need to make sure that we can destroy the bad ones. As long as we can destroy the bad ones. The purple ones, basically. As long as we can destroy the purple ones, everything else should be fine. We have the Superstorm over on the side, we have the Permaspike, pretty much just keeping us safe just in case something does manage to sneak by. We have all of our things making us money every couple rounds. It's definitely becoming pretty hard. I think one of the things that we're going to need to work on is we need to get an overclock. If we can manage to get our overclock, we should be pretty close to victory. So let's go ahead and let's do that. I'm actually just going to go grab the overclock right now. And we're going to start ultra boosting you. Another thing that we need is we need a homeland defense. That'll benefit us quite heavily. Despite all the struggles that we had at the beginning, we're doing pretty good. We might actually make it to round 200. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make an Energizer that'll reduce the cooldowns of everything that we have by a very decent amount. I believe it's by 20%. And we're going to keep on ultra boosting this. We need to get this to 10 ultra boosts. I think another thing that we definitely need to get... Oh, we leveled up. Nice. Another thing that we definitely need to get is we need to get a ninja. Specifically, a Grand Saboteur ninja. This will make it so we do more damage to pretty much everything that comes around. Which is very, very helpful. We still need to get the anti-balloon. And I know that the anti-balloon has to be outside of the range. What we're going to do is we're going to be getting one of these things. And one of the things about this one is that you can actually move towers out of range later. So... once we're done with that, we'll figure that one out. For now, we're looking pretty strong, but we're definitely struggling. We're not doing this as easily as I would have hoped. So let's go ahead and let's trigger that Grand Saboteur. That'll increase the damage that we do against pretty much everything, which is a really good thing. We'll get the Homeland defense up and running. We'll keep on ultra boosting over here. We're up to 6. This is where things start getting very hectic, and this game becomes very difficult to follow. It started very simple, but as you can see, we now have pretty much everything that you could possibly imagine just to try to kill all those balloons. We're all the way up to round 150. I think the objective here is going to try to get just the True Sun God. We're still very far away, though. Usually, in order to get the True Sun God, you need a lot of farms. While I do think that we have enough, it will take a while for us to get there. I do think that we need to get the anti-balloon up and running as soon as possible. Even though it's not the greatest of towers for dealing damage, it is something that's going to help us quite a bit, especially against those DTTs. Alright, so this one's finished. The next one that we have to upgrade is going to be the Mad. Although I kind of want to keep the Mad. Things are starting to get pretty hectic. Let's see. Do we have enough? I think we might actually be pretty close to enough. I think we actually have enough. Let's go ahead and let's finish this round, and we'll see if we have enough. I think after this round, we might actually have enough for the true Vengeful Temple. Because we have the Overboost, we have a couple things that are worth 100k. We need about 100k, 800k gold. And we're already at 160k here. This is worth 100. This is worth 100. This is worth 100. The Mad is worth like 60. And then we can sell all of our farms. Alright, we might have enough. Let's go ahead and collect all of that. And let's start selling stuff. So let's go ahead and let's sell that. Let's go ahead and let's sell that. I think we have enough for the upgrade. I don't think we have enough for the monkeys. Because let's see, this is 97k. That's another 200k. Yeah, we are very close, but we are not there yet. We need slightly more money. So let's go back in there. Probably like 2 or 3 rounds, and we should be fine. I am gonna be upgrading to the anti-balloon right now, and I'm also gonna upgrade to Homeland Defense. I do kind of want to keep my other balloons So let's go ahead and set this up. We're definitely struggling a little bit. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But we're doing pretty good. All things considered, we're doing pretty good. We are going to be microing a little bit more when it comes to the farms. Just because we're so close to getting the Vengeful True God. This is actually going to be the first time that I get this, if we do manage to get it. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. Lower down the velocity a little bit. Get some of the loans going. One of the things that we are going to need is we're going to need one of these. Mostly because I need to move out some of the towers that I do want to keep. For example, I do want to keep this mad, so I'm going to move it over to the side, so we don't have to worry too much about it. And another one that I do want to keep is I want to keep only the mad, actually. But I do need to move this guy away, because if I don't, it'll fail. This guy cannot be within the range here. I'm really good at this game? I don't think so. I think I just got really good at farming, really. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. It's just mostly keeping an eye out on things. And just keeping things around. Alright, so let's go ahead and deposit all of this. The main reason why we're doing so good is mainly because we just have a lot of stuff. We managed to get our banking early. A lot of our things are doing pretty good. This druid is giving us so much money. Just take a look at that. He's almost at 100k already, and all of our farms have just been giving us a ridiculous amount of cash. So we were able to get a lot of very powerful towers really good, really early on. So in order to do this, I'm gonna move you out of range. That should be out of range, yes. Yes. Okay, so we have the anti-balloon out of range. The next one that we need to get is we need to get the Legend of the Night. Now, the good thing about the Legend of the Night is that he can move himself. So we can actually do that to power him up a little bit. I'm gonna have to control the mad manually. This one's getting sketchy. My mad is almost at maximum power, so we're gonna be doing pretty good with that. How are our banks doing? We're almost to the point where we can afford it. I'm pretty sure Then we might actually already be there. Let's go ahead and see. So we're gonna go ahead and sell that. We're gonna go ahead and sell that. I'm just gonna see if we have enough. If we do have enough, we'll start setting up for it. This is actually something that we're gonna sacrifice. Sell you, sell you, sell you. This is another thing that we're gonna sacrifice, so we can keep that one there. This is something that we're gonna sacrifice. This is a military monkey. We actually need this for sacrifice, don't we? It does not look like we're gonna have enough. We are still missing a small amount for the sacrifices. Yeah, we don't even have enough for the upgrade just yet. Hey, Yopi, good to see you here. We're pretty much arriving. We're missing very little. We're missing like, let's see. We're missing about 100k for the True Sun God. And then for the actual sacrifices, we're missing like 20k. We're missing 20k here, we're missing 20k here, we're missing 20k here. I don't want to sacrifice this mad, so I do want to keep that one. We are not missing that much. We're almost to the point where we can get the temple. I do feel like we are going to be getting this temple. So probably, I want to say like a couple more rounds. Let's go ahead and lock you there, so we can actually use our abilities. Let's finish the Ultra Boost and activate that. After this round finishes, I also want to... Let's deposit that, let's deposit that. This should be the last Ultra Boost. Yeah, there we go. Our guy has been fully Ultra Boosted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move him over to a place where he's not going to die. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move him there. That should put him out of range of the temple sacrifice radius. Yeah, he's out of range from the sacrifice radius. Monkey Quest. Man, it sounds familiar. I can't think of it from the top of my head. I feel like we're really, really close. Like, we're almost there. If I sell everything... How much are we at? So, for Magical Monkeys, this is enough. This is enough for Monkey Village. Or for support, this is enough. So we can sell this. This is enough for the other one. Just not enough. Just not enough. We're still gonna need probably a couple more rounds. This is enough for all the sacrifices, I'm pretty sure. We might actually miss a little bit more. So yeah, we're close. We're really close. We're just missing a couple things. So we're probably going to be going for... I want to say probably 2 rounds. That should be more than enough. Especially with all of the loans that are going to be coming in. Where's my mat? There you are. Oh yeah, I remember that now. I remember seeing the commercials for it. They got taken down, yeah. I imagine it just didn't make them enough. I'm gonna just start doing something that's actually really weird. I'm gonna start overclocking... you know what? Never mind. I was gonna overclock my banana farms, but they're gonna get sacrificed anyway, either way, because I'm gonna have to sell them. So never mind, that's kinda just a waste of time. I'm just gonna overclock the mat, and we're gonna be getting a lot of cash from it. This Monkeyonomics has definitely been helping us quite a bit. Just that one alone has been making us so much money. I feel one more round, and we'll be pretty safe for doing this. The mat is putting in a lot of work. I'm pretty sure we have enough already. I'm pretty confident that we have enough. But I'm gonna do one more round just to make sure. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna make it so that we get the Legend of the Night. Once we get the Legend of the Night with the money that we have available, I'm pretty confident that after we sell stuff, we will have enough to get the true Vengeful Sun God. Definitely been playing for more than I thought I was gonna be. But that's fine, I actually do like this game quite a bit. Yeah, there is. This is insane. You should have seen the early levels. They were not this crazy. Essentially, and this all started with monkeys popping balloons. We could consider it an allegory in society, but I'm not gonna go that far. I already made the meme. I already made the meme on the title. This is kind of a crazy. This is kind of a crazy point to just jump in into this, isn't it? Okay, we're doing pretty good. I think we have enough. I'm gonna try to pull the trigger. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna sell everything. Legend of the Night. We're gonna sell our Overclock. We're gonna sell our Heavy Pilot. We're gonna sell our Perma Spike. And we're gonna sell the Druid. So now we have to make sure that we have the sacrifices correct. We need a Magic Monkey that is worth over 50k. This is worth over 50k. We need a support tower that is worth over 50k. This support tower, it is worth over 50k. We need primaries that are worth over 50k. Both of these are worth over 50k together. And lastly, we need a military monkey that's worth over 50k. This one is worth 30k. And we have 540. Our above is enough. So, if I go ahead and I just put a... Can I not put this in the water? If I go ahead and we're going to buy one of these, because I know they're expensive as hell. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and we're going to buy a couple of these. This should be enough. We have the Super Monkey, the true Sun God, surrounded by enough sacrifices, with the Legend of the Night and the Anti-Bloon outside of its radius. We're also keeping our mat because I like this mat. Let's upgrade it and let's see what happens. And there it is. The Vengeful Sun God. This is the strongest tower in the game, bar none. And we need to get this ASAP because I don't think we have camo detection without it. Oh no, that's actually pretty bad. So yeah, we can make the strongest tower in the game, but we will automatically lose if we do that this round. So I'm not gonna do that. One of the reasons is because it doesn't have camo detection, and one of the enemies that we're fighting right now, the DDT, it has automatic camo, and it moves really, really fast. So if we start the round, even though we have the true Sun God, we will automatically lose because we have nothing that can destroy those things. Sada can kind of do it, but she's not strong enough to do it at the moment. So we're gonna wait one more round, unfortunate, but true. Thought I was gonna transform into an Egyptian horse monkey. Close enough, close enough. Well, we'll get to see it in action next round. It is very, very strong. Ideally, I would like to keep a couple of the towers that I have on me right now. Because a lot of the towers that I have are very, very powerful, and they have been helping us quite a lot. But I do kind of want to see the Vengeful Temple in its full glory. Alright, let's go ahead and let's set up all of that again. So first things first, let's go ahead and sell all the things that we're not going to need, which is you. Let's collect all of that. Let's sell every single one of our banks. Sell our Druid, which has been so helpful for us, but alas, his time is now at an end. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Legend of the Night. We'll get up to that. That should be more than enough. This is very much exactly 50k. So that should be enough. Alright, here goes again. The true Sun God. The vengeful Sun God. Alright, so now we have the strongest tower in the game. This one is pretty much so powerful that nothing should matter anymore for quite a while. I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to boost it up a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here. And we're also going to be putting all of this stuff over here. Another thing that I do want to do is that I want to put up another farm because we are going to be needing our farms back. Pretty much, now that we have this thing, everything that we buy has a discount, as you can see, if we buy it within the range. Everything within the range of this tower is also going to be increasing its power by quite a significant amount. And this is just one of the best towers in the game. So, pretty much, we are going to be able to get a lot of benefits from it. Another thing that I do want to do is I want to get this back up again so I can move my mad into the correct location. Even though this tower is incredibly powerful, as you can see, it is not enough to defeat everything. There are still things that we're going to struggle with. So we do need to keep up on it. It is almost to the point where it will destroy everything, but not quite. We can still get overwhelmed, so we have to be careful. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to keep my mad over here. Because this is actually going to help us quite a bit. Is it possible to get 2 Vengeful Sun Gods on board? Yes, it is actually possible to get 2 Sun Gods on board. I'm pretty sure that you can do it in co-op. Because every person in co-op can have 1. However, if you try to do that in co-op, it's gonna take you a long time. You're probably gonna have to do a lot of farming, because in co-op you get reduced... what's it called? Reduced money. So you're going to need a lot of farms if you want to try to get 2 of those. Alright, so now that we have our mat over here, we're going to be able to get all of that out of the way. Sell that because we don't need you. And let's start working towards Monkenomics. Monkenomics is just such a good ability all around. So that's probably the one that I'm going to be working towards. Another one that I'm going to get... I'm just going to get a Call to Arms really quickly. And that should make it so that we don't have to worry about most of anything. Our abilities that we have right now are very strong. We have pretty much the entirety of Sada, we have the entirety of the Mad, and we have the Call to Arms. It should increase our damage quite significantly. In conjunction with the Vengeful, as well as the Mad, most of everything should be fine. Another thing that I forgot to mention about the Vengeful, he makes us money. Yes, he makes us money. It has co-op, yeah. This game has been upgraded to a surprisingly heavy amount. Like, this game is deep. It has lore, it has secret combos that you can do. It's insane. As you can see, in conjunction with the Call to Arms as well as the Mad, where we're just rushing through these. I'm no longer worried about most of anything. I should probably still try to get some defenses, because we are by no means immortal. We still have a lot of things that can destroy us, which is why I still want to get this up and running. I want to get my loans as high up as possible. I want to try to get as many things as we can, because we're still gonna be struggling a little bit against a couple of these things without buffs. We need to get things like Call to Arms, we need to get things like Homeland Defense, we need to get things like the Permabrew, and we also need to get other towers that are going to help us, kind of like the Storm Druid. Another thing that I do want to try to get is I want to try to get my Permaspike back up. Permaspike is really, really good. It's a thing that I had over here. It's essentially like a safety net in case something does manage to get through. I also kind of want to try to get some of my towers that were slowing down the enemies. Our objective right now is we're trying to get to round 200. Although, if I'm being honest, I am kind of starting to run out of time, so we might not be able to get to round 200 right now. But we managed to get the Vengeful. We certainly managed to get the Vengeful. Which reminds me, I do need to take a picture of this for Tex. Whenever I can show it to him. We're slowly but surely gathering up our money. The good thing about the Vengeful is that he actually makes us a very decent amount of money. Not as much as the farm setup that we had, but enough to the point where we can build up again. So first things first, we're going to be climbing up all the way to Monkeyonomics. Once we get to Monkeyonomics, the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for a submarine. The bitrate is crazy, yeah. I think there's so much stuff that's happening that OBS is struggling to keep up. We're almost to the point where we can get Monkeyonomics again, which is pretty nice. I'm not really having to manage that much either. For the most part, the MAD is capable of taking care of most things that are not called a MAD, or a bad balloon, which are the big purple ones. We're doing pretty good. I don't think anything has gotten past this point, and they still have to go through all of this before they can get to the end. Alright, so we managed to get Monkeyonomics. Now, that should be pretty much everything that we're going to need for the rest of the game when it comes to farms. Ideally, I would probably want to try to get a bit more. Frankly, I just don't want to have to manage them. I might get one more. We'll get we'll get the maximum of this one. We'll get a Monkey Wall Street, and then we'll call it a day when it comes to our farms. I honestly don't think we're gonna fail round 200, but we can't get too comfortable. As you can see, we are still struggling in certain parts. Whenever DDTs come around, which are the ones that you really can't see because of all this crazy stuff that's happening, but they're like the fastest balloon in the game. So having to fight against them could be an issue. Especially right now because we don't have any safety nets to go around. Alright. So now that we have that out of the way, we can start working on our submarine, which will increase the... This will increase the amount of times that we can activate this mad ability, and it'll also help with Homeland Defense, which you're also going to get. Homeland Defense is going to increase our power even more, and we're actually going to double stack that with the regular... I don't actually know if this one stacks, but we're going to try. We're going to go for a Call to Arms, and we're going to go for a Homeland Defense. It's going to be a combo of those two. So, right, we have Call to Arms, we have Homeland Defense, we have pretty much everything. You're surprised that I can keep up with it? I guess it's just because I'm used to it. I'm probably used to a lot of harder stuff, in all honesty. Next one that we're gonna need a Balloon Sabotage. We don't have to give it anything, but I'm gonna give him Ninja Discipline just so that he feels nice. Alright, so now that we have all of this, last one that I want to try to get is... I want to get a Super Brittle right here, and I want to get one of these. Apart from that, I want to level up this promo route to max, and I do eventually want to get a Druid right here, and this is going to be a Storm Druid. Anything else that I need? Probably not. I think with this setup is we're already strong enough to the point where everything else is just kind of there to show off. Oh, no, there is one thing that we do need. We need a Maim Moab, which we can probably get right now. And we're going to use Shrapnel Shot. Put this into strong, and that should be enough. Harder stuff, dude. What kind of torture did you enjoy? Did you... I take it you didn't see our game of 5D chess with the Multiverse of Time Travel. That was pretty fun. But yeah, now that we have this guy, he's pretty much going to be helping us quite a bit. Nothing is going to be able to go through us once we get this Energizer set up. The main idea is that we're going to be able to activate all of these abilities pretty much in tandem with each other, and this is going to allow us to slow down anything that we need. So we're doing pretty good. A couple more up. Let's go ahead and do that. I should probably start using the hotkeys, in all honesty, just to make this a little bit easier. God, I need more fingers for the hotkeys. Alright. 30k, so that's enough for the Cripple Moab, which was the thing that we really needed. And the next one, we need a Super Brittle. Hey, Gummy Belly. What are you up to? As you can see, we're pretty much just trying to get to around 200. I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to get to around 200 now. I don't think that's going to be that big of a problem. Right now, it's kind of just going through emotions. We did manage to get Vengeful True Sun God. This is actually the first time that I've gotten this one. I unlocked it very, very recently. We can probably get a glue splatter over here. You saw it? You actually did end up seeing it. It's really, really fun, surprisingly enough. You wouldn't think that a game as complex as chess could become even more complex. But we ended up having a lot of fun with it. Alright, so what else do we need? How are you? I forgot about you. We're doing pretty good all around. We can get our super glue now. Other thing that I do want to try to get... We don't need this, but I just like it. We're going to be going for a Icicle Impale, which will make it so that we can slow them even further. Oh, I don't want to use that. That's whatever. We don't need it. So we're going to go for an Icicle Impale right here. This will do a lot of damage, and it'll freeze the smaller ones. So we can start focusing on the bats a little bit more. As you can see, all of these things, they just get frozen over in this area. And since we don't have to worry about DDTs, this is just a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and get an Icicle Impale. Now, the last thing that we're going to need is going to be the Superstorm. You're just looking for people to try challenges? Sure, I don't see why not. What kind of challenge do you want to try? I don't really have that much time today, but at another point we might be able to. I think we're doing pretty good. I love this thing. Even if it's not that good, I just love it. Alright, what else are we gonna need? Just the Superstorm, really. After that, after we get the Superstorm, we can probably start adding more things into a cluster just to do more damage. But realistically, not much of anything is actually going to help us. The Superstorm is mostly here just to deal with the DDTs. Once we get that, we don't really need anything. We have more than enough popping power as it is. Let's go ahead and activate that just to destroy a couple of these things. We're really close. We're almost to 200. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get it. But you never know. I do want to be careful. So we're about to get the Superstorm. Next thing that we need is going to be... Again, not really anything. I guess we can get a regular overclock. Just to keep on overclocking these guys, even though we already have the perma boost. Oh, by the way, this is right here. It is not moving because of this guy right here. The Cripple Moab, what it does is that it just allows you to keep on shooting. And because it has Shrapnel Shot, it is transferring over to every single one in that area. Here, take the code for later. CMT Good. I should probably save that, sure. Thank you very much. Alright, we're doing pretty good all around. Anything else that we need? Probably not. I think most everything that we can grab right now is mostly just a fashion stuff. But I'm still going to take it. I'm going to grab a... I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to put it here. I want to get a perm spike right here, and I want to get a balloon monkey master bomber right here. And then if we have enough, I'll put a couple of spikes just because that does damage, and I'll put a one of these guys over here. So we'll do that later. We'll also go for a first. We'll also go for a first strike because why not? And we have to put it around here. Try the Super Monkey 205. Yeah, sure, we can do that. That's not a bad idea actually because it does give us the Legend of the Night bonus. Can I place it in range? I can. I just need to place it so that it gets a perma-brew if we're going to be turning this into a Legend of the Night. We'll do a one of these. Can I... not enough space. What about here? That should be good enough. That hits where I want it to hit. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, the anti-balloon. That might not be a bad idea. I think Legend of the Night is probably more important. If we put the anti-balloon, we'd probably put him here. Can I place him here? Yes. Barely. Alright, we're gonna go Master Bomber. We're gonna go Copper Spikes. And then we're gonna go this guy, followed by the anti-balloon. I don't even know if we're gonna get enough for all of this. We are getting a lot of money. We might be able to. And we're also getting the True Sun God discount bonus for pretty much everything. Oh, one of the things that I should probably do, because I do have can I... So this is actually going to be really funny. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start shifting this guy all the way over here so we can get the discount from the city. Since he's not really doing that much popping power, we're just gonna try to do that really quickly. Oh, we might not be able to shift completely. Alright, we'll shift here, and then we'll slowly shift along the way. This is the dumbest way of moving him. I love it. It would be so much easier to just buy a support Chinook and then send him in that way. This is a lot more entertaining. Oh, have we hit our limit? Can we not move any further? We might not be able to move any further. I feel like we can move over here. We're still gonna keep on trying. Alright, so you're upgraded. I need a spike mine over here. And then you're an energizer already, yes. Next thing is a preemptive strike. This is like watching a DVC episode on crack. Kinda, yeah. It's just that instead of the main character being worried about the end of the world, he's worried about getting this guy to a shopping town. Alright, preemptive strike. We're almost there. We almost made it to the shop. Wait, did we not get the permavrew? Oh, you're not a permavrew! Oh, I thought you were a permavrew. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. That's fine. So I guess, we know what we're getting next. Alright, there we go. Now we should have pretty much every single one of the upgrades, without having to worry. And who's getting that upgrade? How have you done so many... How have you done so many pops? My god. Does this, Oh, the Saboteur. Extra damage counts towards its pop count. I did not know that. That's crazy. So yeah, just as comparison note, this is how much damage this thing has added to our arsenal. It's insane. You're a Master Bomber, yes, yes. I need to actually take control of the mat. No, never mind. We're good. True Sun God is putting in a lot of work. Another thing that I do need to do is I need to get a regular... I need to get a regular overclock. So we can overclock that guy. I'm just gonna put him... here. Oh! We can't get the full tier version because this guy technically counts as the full version. That's unfortunate. Okay, we might have to start taking control of the mat. Or do we? I don't know. I think he's doing pretty good without it. Yeah, so we can't get the full version of them. That's kind of unfortunate. It's not the end of the world. I still want to get these mainly just for show, really. But yeah. We're gonna get overclock next. Yeah, that is pretty much referencing to the level of the unit. So as you can see, pretty much, if I just grab a random unit, let's go ahead and grab, just place it somewhere. So for example, if we grab this Wizard Monkey right here, you can see that it has 3 different paths. Pretty much every single one of the paths that we have right here is pretty much one of the paths. So for example, if we say we're going to go for a Wizard 5-2, that means that you're upgrading it 5 in the first path and 2 in the second path. That's pretty much how it is. And something important to note is that you can upgrade up to 5 in a single path, but if you go further than 3, you can only upgrade up to 2 in one more. So for example, this one, if I go up to 3, now I can only go into one more path, and I can only go into that path up to 2. So this guy, we're going to be going into a 250. We're going to be making a Wizard Lord Phoenix, which is one of my favorite towers, even if it's not that good. Is there anything that I need perma-brewed? Not really. I'm actually going to be getting 2 of these overclock guys. And then I kind of want to get the super mines, which are just hilarious. They're not good, but they're hilarious. Oh yeah, the large balloon trap. I don't think I'm gonna get enough money for that one. We're gonna go for a Wizard Lord Phoenix. The Wizard Lord Phoenix basically just spawns this Phoenix permanently that's just gonna be attacking. It does a decent amount of damage. It's not crazy powerful, but it's enough for what we need. Man, this very quickly became crazy, didn't it? I do think the engineer's probably a good idea. We're almost to 200. I think we're gonna make it to 200, no problem. This screen must look absolutely ridiculous from the outside. We're almost there. This is one of the hardest rounds in the game. I've made it to it a couple times, but there has been a couple instances where I failed this one. The next one. We're actually gonna take full control of this one. So I feel like we're gonna need it. Alright. So this one we're actually gonna do manually. I'm gonna get rid of that guy. Mainly because I don't want his ability to mess me up. I have a lot of ability shorthands that I need to keep track of. Before I go in, is there anything else that'll help me? I kinda wanna get this. There we go. We're gonna start by overclocking you. We're gonna start pushing pretty much all of the things. The thing about this one is that he is super, super fast, as you can see. We made it! And we got 8 alchemists for it. So, this has been Bloons Tower Defense. We started with Sana. Just a regular monkey lady, pirate. And we ended with this. A vengeful spirit of the true monkey god. A war machine of mad proportions. A Wizard Lord Phoenix. Literally Zeus. As well as, not only Wall Street, but also what I can only assume to be the, World Blank Reserve, I don't know. This is Bloons. This is Bloons, everybody. Oh, we also had a nuclear submarine. 2 of them. But yeah, with that out of the way, I think this is probably where I'm going to be ending the stream. We might play Bloons at another point in time. We actually did level up once, which is pretty good. I've been trying to get monkey knowledge in order to be able to get make things a bit easier on myself. We're gonna just go ahead and put that in there. We can now have 2 crossbow masters. The next thing that I need is this one right here. This is a OP upgrade. I really, really want to get this as soon as I can. And then, if I get the chance, I do want to try to get this at some point. This is probably going to take quite a while, though. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what we ended up getting. We ended up getting a Monkey, which was a alchemist, I believe. Oh, that is really good. That is a free... That is a free rank 4 alchemist for the potions. That is very, very powerful. For those of you that don't know, essentially, once you get one of these, you can place them for free in any game that you play. So these are pretty much just like free ways of winning the game, essentially. I have super monkeys, oh my god. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. Can you try my challenge? Sure, why not? We'll do that real quick. Was it in... God, where was it for challenges? I don't remember where to go for challenges. I've never done them really quickly. There's just an advanced content browser. Is it here? Yes. Alright, so let's see. What do we have for the challenge? The code was... CMT... The Impalpable. Let's see what we get. Monks available. It looks like we have pretty much everything. Powers are disabled, of course. No continues. Everything is a regrow. We have 5 lives, and we have 1,000 cash. Pretty much everything is very, very quickly. And we started round 3, and we ended 98! Oh boy! Well, I did say that I was going to try it, and I do have a little bit of time. We'll try to speedrun it. This does seem a bit hard. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Yeah, we have increased pricing in pretty much everything. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to go with Sada. Sada is just very, very overpowered. And we're going to be placing her right here. This pretty much means that we can attack them as they're coming in here, as they're going around here, as they're going around here, once we alchemize her, and as they're coming down at the end. So it's a pretty good place for Sada. Since we're going to be going all the way to 98, and this is unpoppable, we don't have that many lives. I kind of want to farm a little bit, and I feel... Oh god, what are the rules again? We can farm, yes? Ceramic health is very, very high. Moth health is very, very high. We're going to struggle a bit with mobs, so I think we're going to need to fight quite a couple of these. So what I think I'm going to do in order to deal with that is I'm probably going to be going for a lot of monkey buccaneers. We're probably going to be going for a monkey pirate relatively early on, so we don't have to worry about them too much. Mobs are very, very dangerous, so we're going to have to fight for that. But we're definitely going to need to get monkey lords and pirate captains in order to fight those. Because of that, we're probably going to need one of these subs. Getting an energizer, or just a plutonium reactor early on, just to get those going. So we're probably going to be putting those here. I'm going to be trying to get a monkey lord and a monkey pirate at some point. We're also going to need a plutonium reactor. That's going to be the cheap version. What else do we have to worry about? We have to worry about ceramics a lot. Ceramics are very difficult to deal with. Sada doesn't care too much about them because she can one-shot them up to a certain degree. If they have double the health, the sniper's probably not going to be enough. So we're going to need to do something else. Balloon liquefier might be the way that we deal with ceramics. Another thing that we can go for pretty cheap would probably be a Ring of Fire. Maelstrom does flat damage, so that wouldn't work against double ceramics. Attack Zone could work just because of how quickly it attacks. Yeah, this one's gonna be a difficult challenge. I don't know if we're gonna be able to succeed on it. We might have to try it a couple times. I think Sawdust should be more than enough for the early levels. Oh yeah, they're regrow, aren't they? Oh no, that's gonna be a problem. Heart of the Oak Druids might be a way to go, you're right. That's not the only way that we can deal with the regrow, though. How quick is the regrow rate? 508%. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're gonna need to one-shot them, pretty much. So, early on, if we want to survive, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to get a village, and we're gonna need to get a grow blocker. Because I don't think, Heart of the Oak Druids are not gonna be enough early on. We're gonna... Thankfully, early on, we're not super worried. I think what I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna be going with Sada, and we're gonna be going for a village instantly. Farming is gonna be difficult. We're pretty much just gonna have to see how far Sada can take us by herself. Oh yeah, she's already struggling. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. We might have to go for an early sniper. Just to be able to survive. We can take a couple lives. That's not the end of the world. Ceramics are definitely going to be an issue. I think this sniper should be able to take care of most of everything. I do need that regrow blocker. If we can get the regrow blocker probably here, that might be a good way of doing it. Yeah, that's gonna be not enough. We might have to spam snipers. Alright. We definitely failed this one. I feel like we got a pretty good track. I do think that we're gonna need Sada. Mainly for her ability. So I do feel like starting Sada is the correct option. I think we're going to pair her with the Monkey Sniper. Oh man, it seems like my time is running out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this challenge right now. I think we are probably going to be able to do this one next stream. We're going to give it a couple times. But I am pretty much running out of time. Alright, so pairing Sada with the sniper definitely helped quite a bit. I think the other thing that we're going to need is probably a way to slow down... Either a way to slow down the enemies or a way to get rid of that regrow. This one's pretty hard. This one's pretty hard. I didn't realize the ceramics were that we're gonna need that everything was gonna be regrow, so we're pretty much looking for insta kills. I think snipers might be the way to go. But the ceramics have double health, so that's also gonna be very problematic. Yeah, the challenge isn't gonna go anywhere soon. I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do double sniper. Just to be able to survive. We need to be able to farm up till we can get the village. If we can get the village, Sada should be able to take care of a significant portion of the rounds, at which point we can start farming up for things that are going to help us quite a bit. So yeah, double sniper was definitely the way to go. We need that village. We need that village bad. We now have our Sada ability, so we should be able to help with that. Alright, we're almost there. Ah, damn it. I wanted to put it like here. That must set her close because of that. Okay, so now we can get the regrow blocker and we get the bigger radius, which will make it so that Sada herself can attack everything, and she'll be fine with that. So now, the important part is that we need this grow blocker. So we're going to be selling one of our snipers, and we're going to be getting that. So now that we have this set up, Sada herself should be able to take care of most of everything, for a couple rounds at the very least. We are going to need this bigger radius. And Sada might need a little bit of help. And I think the way that we're going to be getting that help is going to be through a glue gunner. I feel like we're going to be needing a lot of popping power that we just can't get otherwise. So we're going to be going for this. This will allow Sada to more or less fight through everything. And now we should set up on farming. Farms are not available. We do not have farms. We do have alchemists, though. So alchemists are probably going to be the way that we're going to be farming most of our stuff. We're going to be going for a alchemist. I do want it to be within the range. And we're probably going to be going for lead to gold. We can probably sell our sniper relatively quickly as well, but I do kind of want to keep him for a bit. The snipers can be very, very effective, especially with dealing with mobs. So we're going to be going for let the gold. Ideally, we'll get this before round 28. Ideally. But we'll have to wait and see. Sodom might struggle a little bit here. Oh man, it looks like my time is pretty much over. And we were doing pretty good. I think we're probably going to try to get to round 40. If we can get to round 40, I do want to... I'm probably going to try to do this challenge again next time we stream Bloons. Which I might do next week. We'll see. This has definitely been an interesting challenge so far. I think we're set up to the point that we might be able to do it. But we're probably going to need a little bit more power. I don't think Sada by herself is going to be enough. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to need this River to Gold. We're going to be getting that River to Gold set up. We failed that. Oh, that was so close. I missed my ability, and that regrew to Oblivion. This is an interesting challenge, though. We're definitely going to be trying to do this one next week. For now, though, I think this is pretty much where we're going to be ending the stream. If you guys enjoyed, thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing for more random content in the future, because this is Fundaymonday. And I think we're probably going to be doing Bloons at some point or another. I'll just have to see when that is. I'm going to open up this up real quick. But yeah, for now, if you enjoyed, thank you very much for watching. And this has been Portals. Out.